Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mr. Maple Show. My name's Brian.
Howdy, and I'm Tim. And today we're bringing you a video on Acer Palmatum Red Spray. This is a classic red upright Japanese maple that's really just now hitting it out into the nursery trade, but it's one we really like quite a bit.
I mean, as you can tell right now, it makes quite a presence in the garden. Just a beautiful bold red color. Kind of stands out in that red color than some of the other red uprights. We were noticing that when we were here in the garden looking around. It really had some bright red to it compared to the others. So I think it's something you're really, if you're looking for something a little extra special among the other upright reds, this is definitely one.
Yeah, it's definitely a more picked up, more bright red in the early spring as it's leafing out. One of the things you'll notice is this is in full sun here in western North Carolina. We're here in about mid-April, and so it sort of gives you a little bit of the time frame. And you see that brighter picked up red on this plant. This does go to more maroon during the summer, and then a brighter red during the fall. Late summer, you may get a little bit of green-red colors to this tree. But red spray is one of those trees that really gives you that picked up color quite a bit.
Yeah, you know, this is just a great classic upright red that you think of when you're thinking of a Japanese maple, that's for sure. And you know, it's great contrast for other varieties that you might have in your garden. Behind me here, just on the back side of this, we have a Viridis, Acer Palmatum Viridis, with that bright green contrasting with this beautiful bright red, and also contrasting fall colors as well. So it's going to just really give you a nice pairing in the garden if you're wanting something to really stand out. You know, these upright reds give you a beautiful backdrop and just a great contrast in the garden.
Red spray will end up growing about a foot of growth per year, and so it'll end up getting about 10 to 12 feet in height in 10 years. So it makes a good mid-sized upright red Japanese maple, like he was talking about, that gives you a lot of good color contrast out in the landscape to contrast a landscape that's typically more green in its habit. But this brighter picked up red really makes red spray pretty awesome. Now, red spray, the history behind it is that Gary Handy was looking for a marketing term for a batch of red seedlings that he had, and he called all of them red spray. Well, since then, some people have actually started grafting one of those seedlings because of this brighter picked up red that really makes it stand out as a much brighter picked up red than similar red uprights.
Yeah, you know, what a great name for it, a red spray. You know, if you need that splash of red color in your garden, this is something you can plant there and just give you a beautiful display of red color. I mean, I just think that name red spray is just great for that example of what this red is like.
So here we have an up-close look at those large red leaves of Acer Palmatum Red Spray. You'll notice that this red is just a little bit brighter than your typical upright red Japanese maple out here in the landscape. Part of that is due because we are putting this out in full sun, but we have other red uprights nearby, and this is definitely a more picked up red.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for a splash of red color here, I think this is definitely a cultivar you should be interested in. Red spray gives you just a great amount of red color. Love the way it's formed. The leaves are nice and broad to give you a big palette for that red color.
Acer Palmatum Red Spray is great to put out in the landscape and garden because most of the landscapes are typically more green in nature. This one will give you some nice contrast out there with this bright red color. And that's what I really love doing with gardening, is just coloring your landscape with Japanese maples. That's one of the best things about Japanese maples, is they provide so much color, be it red, yellow, green. There's so many different Japanese maples for the landscape. And this one really brings that bright picked up red to the landscape and garden. Thanks for watching today's video on Acer Palmatum Red Spray. This is a great red upright Japanese maple with that picked up red color to add that little bit of extra flair to your garden and landscape.
Yeah, we hope you enjoy these up close videos that we're doing on these different cultivars. We really want to bring attention to some of these that might be lesser known in your garden, just, you know, especially for those collectors out there who's just looking for something, a little something extra. The red spray is definitely in that category. I think you can get excited about another red upright in the garden.
Yeah, this is a plant that I think you'll really enjoy. Make sure if you like this video to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and sign up for our weekly emails on MrMaple.com. We really appreciate you. Make sure you share this with your gardening friends. Take care.
God bless.
And have a great day.